Greetings to Dr. Ahmad Zahirani bin Ahmad Azhar, Deputy Director of Academic Development Unit of CCC, Madam Siti Makona Sabtu, Acting Deputy Director, Academic Development Unit of CCC, and all staff members of CCC. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala al-ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Brothers and sisters, to begin our session, let us recite Kitab Al-Fatiha. Amin, Amin, Ya Rabbil Alameen. May Allah bless our session for today. Dear brothers and sisters, this session is conducted by CCC, which stands for Credited Co-Curricular Center. This office offers more than 100 credited co-curricular courses of the mainstream, niche, and uniform government-structured programs trained by well-experienced lecturer, trainer, instructor, facilitator appointed by the university each semester. These courses include Fardu Ain Islamic Knowledge Test. Therefore, there will be Fardu Ain tests as one of the credited co-curricular activities coordinated by the CCC. The test aims to assess the fundamental Islamic knowledge and practices that are compulsory for every Muslim to learn and apply in daily life. Distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, we are very honored to have Dr. Ahmad Zahirani bin Ahmad Azhar, Deputy Director of Academic Development Unit of CCC, and all the staff members of CCC with us today. Without further ado, we would like to invite our first speaker, Dr. Ahmad Zahirani bin Ahmad Azhar, Deputy Director of Academic Development Unit of CCC, to proceed with the briefing. Please welcome.
Thank you very much to the Muslim Majlis. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to everyone. Why so sad today? Are you guys okay? Are you guys excited joining in IUM? Yes, yes, yes. So, may I know where can I view the slide? So let me start by introducing myself. My name is Dr. Ahmad Zahirani bin Ahmad Azhar.
Okay, thank you.
I am representing the Credited Co-Curricular Center, IUM. And for today, I'm going to give a briefing on the Fardu Ain test. So without further delay, let me start the briefing. Can we go to, this is the first slide. Can we go to the next slide? Okay, so I think I would like to take this opportunity to welcome every one of you to IUM, the Garden of Virtue and Knowledge. You may not know about this, but this is the very hall that we use to welcome our new student. And this is the very hall that you will graduate 4 years from now. So I hope this is a great beginning for everyone here in the hall, and keep it in your mind that 4 years from now, you will be here, the same person, but different mindset, different vibe, different celebration for your convocation. The road is very long, the journey is very long, we do it step by step. So again, on behalf of CCC, I would like to welcome everyone to IIUM. Can we go to the next slide? So just some introduction and objective. Like I said earlier, I am representing CCC, or Credited Co-Curricular Center, to explain about Fardu Ain test. In IIUM, not only we give focus on your academic performance, on your cognitive development, we also believe that spiritual development of students is equally important. And when we talk about spiritual development, Fardu Ain is the platform, is the fundamental of all. Fardu Ain is a fundamental knowledge for each and every one of you to become a good person and a good leader in the future. We believe in IIUM, we are not merely producing normal students. We believe we are producing future leaders who are not only have the competency in your own area, whether it is law, engineering, architect, but you also have a very strong Islamic background and fundamental knowledge in Fardu Ain. So can we go next? What is Fardu Ain test? So the first keyword you can see from the slide is the word diagnostic. The definition of diagnostic is a measurement to classify the student belong in certain group. This test will not affect your CGPA. I hope this make things very clear for you. It will not affect your CGPA, but there are some few things that will affect you. Later on, I will explain about it. This is required for all direct intake and international students, excluding STEM, Sekolah Tinggi Agama Malaysia. Aims to identify students who need support in basic Islamic obligation. If you, for those who are sitting in front, if you look at the back, you will see the tagline of our university, Tauhidic Epistemology, leading the way, Ummatic Excellence, leading the world. Can you see there at the back? A very big word over there. So that is what we believe. We believe leading the world, we believe leading the way in the terms of Tauhidic Epistemology. That's why we believe students need to know Fardu Ain, and we need to identify which student that needs support in the Fardu Ain. Next. Okay, this is important. I hope everyone can pay attention. The structure of the test. Format 25 multiple choice question, MCQ. Answer using your own phone. Do you understand? So you need to bring your phone tomorrow, and the test will be conducted around 12 in the noon. So make sure you fully charge your phone, or if possible you bring your power bank for those who are battery drained quickly, because you are going to need your phone. It also means that you are going to need your internet connection as well. The form will be done through Google Form. Are you familiar with Google Form? Okay, just MCQ. For those who do not have internet connection, we will try to give you the connection through the SSID and password by tomorrow afternoon. The duration is 30 minutes. I think quite an ample of time for 25 question MCQ. Topics cover wudu, solat and surah recitation, and everything is MCQ, meaning that they give the question and then you have 4 options for you to choose. Later I have some example of question that you can see how the format of the question. Language, we try our very best to provide 4 different language: English, Arabic, Chinese and also Bahasa. Can we go to the next slide? So since the test is being conducted using Google Form, we need you to give us your email address accurately. Make sure you give the current and active email address, because the result will be announced via email, perhaps 1 week from the test. Make sure to complete within 30 minutes, and you only have 1 attempt only. Of course, no group discussion or external help is allowed. And make sure to click submit. When you complete everything, make sure you submit the Google form. Sometimes what we saw last time, In my lecture in engineering, when students fill in the Google form, some of them are in a rush, they forgot to click submit. Because after a certain time, we are going to close the form. So if you submit after we close the form, we will not receive your result. All right, can we go to the next slide? Passing marks is 70%. Result will be informed later via email. And okay, this is important. Students who did not pass will be enrolled in CCUB 1060 Usrah and Fardu Ain Essential. That is why we have this Fardu Ain test. For those who did not pass, score 70% and below, you will take this subject. All right, can we go to the next slide? Later, I have another slide explaining about the subject in order to give you a deeper understanding what is going on. I think this one I already explained why you need Fardu Ain test, because we want to support IIUM mission to produce well-rounded and spiritually guided graduates. I think only few universities that really emphasize the concept of Fardu Ain to their graduates. I think only IIUM and USIM. So since you are joining here, this is the way we do things. Okay, so I think this I just skip this one. Can we go to the next slide? So what happened next? After you completed the test, just wait for the result notification through email, because we need to review the result first, perhaps in 1 week time. So if student pass, you just straight away continue with your study plan. Are you aware of the word study plan? Okay, I think this is just very new for all of you. Study plan is a term that every student should be aware of. Depending on your type of program, your study plan might be differ from other students. Perhaps this one will be explained later by the respective kuliah. If the student did not pass, student will auto-enroll in CCUB 1060 Usrah and Fardu Ain Essential. So meaning that whatever happen, you're just going to take either one. This is important. You are not going to take both of them. You're just going to take either one, either Usrah 1 or Usrah and Fardu Ain Essential. Do I make myself clear? Okay, faham ke? Alright. After you complete Usrah 1 and Usrah 2, then you continue with your study plan as usual. Next, please. So I hope you can see the table clearly. So this is quite important. Let me take some time to carefully explain this slide. So the slide says Unicore study plan and graduation requirement. To the right of the slide, is it to the right? Okay. To your right, there is the pie chart. Can you see the number of the word Unicore? What is the number over there? 20. And then kuliah subject is 115. So what does the pie chart represent is the number of credit hours you have to fulfill in order to graduate. During your 4 years time here, you have to fulfill around 135 credit hours. This is just an estimation depending on your program. And out of that 20, Usrah 1 is considered 0.5, Usrah 2 is considered 0.5 credit hours. So this is just to show what will be the implication of Fardu Ain test to your study plan. Every student have to fulfill this one. If you miss one, if you did not complete 0.5, you will not able to graduate. That's how it is. You have to fulfill, meaning that you have to pass certain subject. For example, if someone from ICOL, let's say they are studying cyber law and the credit hour is 3. So if you pass that subject, you obtain 3 credit hours. So throughout your 8th semester, the study plan will be divided accordingly, maybe around 17 to 18 per semester. At the end of the 4th year, you will get that number. I would say 80% of students will fulfill the credit hour requirement. Okay, the point that I want to highlight is on the next slide. Usrah study plan. So please pay attention on the flow chart. Over there, the blue color flow chart. So you are right now in the start. And tomorrow, you are going to take a Fardu Ain test. And this Fardu Ain test, there will be two outcomes. It's either pass or fail. Let's consider the possibility of passing the subject. If you pass the subject, you're just going to continue taking the normal subject, which is Usrah 1 and Usrah 2. And if you did not pass the subject, you can see the arrow over there, which indicate fail. Students are required to take Usrah Fardu Ain. Once you pass that subject, you can see the arrow goes straight away to which subject? Which subject? After you complete Usrah Fardu Ain? Usrah 2. Like I said earlier, whatever happened during the Fardu Ain test, you are going to take either one only. It's either Usrah 1, the normal Usrah 1, or the Usrah Fardu Ain test. What is the difference between these two courses? As you can see from the table, we have the content and the respective week for Usrah 1 and Usrah Fardu Ain. For the Usrah Fardu Ain, there is additional content on purification, recitation in Salat, and practice in Salat. Up until this point, I hope I try to make it very clear. Can we go to the next slide? Okay, this is example question. When is tayammum performed instead of wudu? You can see we have three languages over here. We have the English, the Chinese, and also the Arabic language. So the question, and then you just select which answer do you think that is the correct answer for the question. We believe the question, if you have a good understanding on Fardu Ain, it should not be a problem for the students. Okay, I think, can we go to the next slide? Question number 2, what is the first pillar of wudu? Of course, apakah rukun pertama ambil air semayang? Of course, is niat. Alright, so can we go to the next slide? Example question number 3, you are in a non-Muslim country and prayer time comes while you are at work with no prayer room available. What should you do? So I think the questions are very basic. I would say 99% of you understand. It's just that you have to read the question carefully and slowly. So that is the thing that I need to remind all of you. Read the question carefully and slowly, because sometimes the language can be a little bit overwhelming or confusing. I think this one, the third option, should be the correct one. Politely excuse yourself and pray in a clean private spot. Can we go to the next slide? Example number 4, how many obligatory fardu daily prayers must a Muslim perform each day? Of course, this is 5. I think some of you are smiling. Betul ke? Ni soalan universiti? Yes, betul. Okay, so I think the only way that student can make a mistake if they are careless, they mistakenly pick the wrong answer. Example question number 5. Can we go to the next slide? Ablution of wudu is wajib for the following acts except, of course, fasting. I would like to give some tips. Let's say you feel nervous or worried about the test. Are you familiar with AI, ChatGPT or Gemini? You can go to the ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, please give me 25 questions about Fardu Ain. Then you try to answer. Okay, I think from there you will know whether you can get what kind of question that we are trying to ask. Because Fardu Ain is always about fundamental. So if you want to practice. For those who already feel very confident, I think we just wait for tomorrow. So we have prepared a list of students who are required to take the test. Can we go to the next slide? You may want to use your phone to scan the QR code. And we also have the QR code at the back, I believe. Sekejap ya. Faris, kita ada QR code ke kat belakang? Yes, we do have the QR code at the back. I can see 7 of them. So you have to go in the document and you have to use the function find, because you need to find according to your metric number. We are expecting around 1,000 plus students to take this Fardu Ain test. And for your information, this one is for undergraduates only, for UG only. Do we have PG here, postgraduate, master or PhD? Okay. How many? One? Okay, PG I think no need to take. You guys are ustad already. InsyaAllah. Oh, semua search sekarang ke? Boleh search kemudian kot. Can we go? Okay, I think that's all. I just want to take this opportunity. If you have any question, concern about the Fardu Ain test, you can contact us. Can we go to the next slide? You can contact us through email. You can also visit our website. I would like to take this opportunity to invite all of you to subscribe or to follow our social media. Over there you can see we have Instagram and we also have Facebook. Instagram and also TikTok. Anybody use Facebook anymore? The younger generation? Saya tengah scan. Anybody use Facebook? I think. Okay. Later I add you. Become friends. Belah sini ada pakai Facebook lagi ke? Oh, masih ada tapi malu nak angkat tangan. So we hope that we can maintain a good engagement, a good communication with students. If you have any question regarding our center, CCC, and also regarding the test, whether you are eligible, you have to take or not the test, please help to email us. The email address is over there, creditedkoku@ium.edu.my, so that we know what is your question. You can also message us through the social media. We will try to answer. We have our team monitoring the social media from time to time. You can also visit our website to see what kind of courses that we offering. For your information, I will have another briefing session regarding on the center on Tuesday morning. This is just for Fardu Ain test. I think that's the end of my presentation. Do we have time for Q&A? Tak ada? Tak nak? Semua dah faham? Saya saja melawak. Okay, I open for Q&A session. Oh, sorry. Anybody have any question? May I know when or where student need to go and ask? Ada mic extra ke? Ataupun okay, we have extra mic at the back. For those who have question, you can raise your hand, and they will throw you the mic. Any question? Yes, we have one over here, depan ni, sister. We have question here. Mungkin brother boleh berdiri ke? Baru dia perasan sikit. Mungkin boleh berdiri? Jangan berdiri atas meja pula, jatuh. Okay, ramai datang nak bagi mic ni. Okay, can you state your name and your program?
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Syed. I'm currently supposed to be enrolled into KICT for computer science. I just have a question. Let's say if we have to take this USRA subject, since tomorrow also we're going to be taking APT and EPT.
Yes.
So if I have to take the Arabic and English related classes, will be in the same semester?
Okay, I think it depends on your study plan. If let's say you pass, you can take USRA 1 according to your study plan, similar to two other courses as well. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure how APT and EPT, what is the courses to complement the subject. That one you have to check with the respective office. But again, what I'm trying to say is up to your study plan.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I hope I try to answer your question. Lagi soalan? Any other question? Okay, kalau batuk tu maksud dia dah ni dah. Okay, we have another one at the front.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Gideon Kong Min Jin from ICOL. I would like to ask, are non-Muslims required to take this test as well?
Okay.
Yeah,
What is your
you.
name?
Gideon.
What should I call you?
Gideon, Gideon.
Gideon.
Yeah.
Okay, Gideon, welcome to IIUM. Are
Thank
you
you.
alone or you have friends?
just today I got to know some. Yeah.
Okay. So my answer, the short answer is compulsory. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, any more question? Sister? So perhaps I give 1 more minute before I end the session. Ada lagi soalan? Any more question? I hope I make myself clear. I hope you have our contact details if suddenly later you have any question. So if there is no question, I would like again to take the opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to IIUM. I hope you enjoy your time here. 4 years might be a long time, but sebenarnya it's just a very short time. So try to learn as much as possible, try to enjoy yourself as much as possible, so that at the end of your journey, you become someone else who is far better than today. You know so much, your knowledge, not only your attitude, your cognitive capability, and also your networking will improve. And I really hope we can see all of you 4 years from now wearing the convocation gown. I would say IIUM, we have the most beautiful gown, convocation in Malaysia. So with that, before I end, I would like to thank the Ta'aruf Committee, the MC and all the student committee who have been working very hard since last week. They have been here coordinating, meeting and having discussion to welcome each and every one of you. And with that, all the best. Semoga dipermudahkan urusan for your fardu ain test tomorrow. I end with tasbih kafarah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Dr. Ahmad Zahirani bin Ahmad Azhar, for the insightful briefing. Dear brothers and sisters, we have reached the end of our session. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to Dr. Ahmad Zahirani bin Ahmad Azhar, Deputy Director of the Academic Development Unit of CCC, and all staff members of CCC for coming here. We apologize for any shortcoming throughout handling this ceremony. We will now end our session with the recitation of Tasbih Kifarah and Suratul Asr. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
يا من صليت بكل الأنبياء، يا من في قلبك رحمة للناس، يا من ألفت قلوبا بالإسلام، يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله، بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي، صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي. حبيبي يا محمد، أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد. حبيبي يا محمد، يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد، يا من حليت حياتنا بالإيمان، يا من بجمالك علمت الإحسان، يا من نورت قلوبنا بالقرآن، يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله، بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي، صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي. حبيبي يا محمد رحمة للعالمين رحمة للعالمين محمد محمد رحمة للعالمين رحمة للعالمين محمد محمد رحمة للعالمين رحمة للعالمين حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد I praise Allah for sending me you, my love. You found your home, it's here with me, and I'm here with you. Now let me let you know, you've opened my heart. I was always thinking that love was wrong, but everything was changed when you came along. Oh, and there's a couple of words I wanna say. For the rest of my life, I'll be with you. I'll stay by your side, honest and true, to the end of my time. I'll be loving you for the rest of my life. Through days and nights, I'll thank Allah for opening my eyes. Now and forever, I'll be there for you. I know it deep in my heart. I feel so blessed when I think of you, and I ask Allah to bless all we do. You're my wife and my friend and my strength, and I pray we're together in Jannah. Now I found myself, I feel so strong. Yes, everything was changed when you came along. Oh, and there's a couple of words I wanna say. For the rest of my life, I'll be with you. I'll stay by your side, honest and true, to the end of my time. I'll be loving you for the rest of my life. Through days and nights, I'll thank Allah for opening my eyes. Now and forever, I'll be there for you. I know it deep in my heart. And now that you're here in front of me, I strongly feel love. And I have no doubt, and I sing it loud, that I will love you eternally. rest of my life, I'll be with you. I'll stay by your side, honest and true to the end of my time. I'll be loving you for the rest of my life. Through days and nights, I'll thank Allah for opening my eyes. Now and forever, I'll be there for you. I know it deep in my heart. For the rest of my life, I'll be with you. I'll stay by your side, honest and true to the end of my time. I'll be loving you for the rest of my life. Through days and nights, I'll thank Allah for opening my eyes. Now and forever, I'll be there for you. I know it deep in my heart. I feel so blessed when I think of you, and I ask Allah to bless all we do. Every time you feel like you cannot go on, you feel so lost and that you're so alone. All you see is night and darkness all around. You feel so helpless, you can't see which way to go. Don't despair and never lose hope, 'cause Allah is always by your side. Insha'Allah, 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 you'll find your way. Insha'Allah, 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 you'll find your way. Every time you commit one more mistake, you feel you can't repent and that it's way too late. You're so confused, wrong decisions you have made haunt your mind and your heart is full of shame. But don't despair and never lose hope, 'cause Allah is always by your side. Insha'Allah, 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 you'll find your way. Insha'Allah, 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 you'll find your way. Turn to Allah, He's never far away. Put your trust in Him, raise your hands and pray. Ooh, yeah, Allah, guide my steps, don't let me go astray. You're the only one who can show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Insha'Allah, 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 we'll 'cause Allah is always by your side. Insha'Allah, 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 you'll find your way. لا ما عاد يرعبني ظلم يهددني، لا شيء أخسره. لا لا مهما يطول الدرب فالحق معه الرب، لا شك ينصره. عزمي غدا كالخيل يمضي، ولئن عثرت قدماي ستزيد قواي، وسنمضي من دون قيود. الحب يسود فالله.
New students, whoever feels sick or unwell, you may find our committees at the back of the hall wearing a red bag. You may raise your hands on the left of the hall, and another sister is on the right of the hall. If you have lost any item, please approach the nearest committee member for assistance. If anyone finds a lost item, kindly hand it over to our team. Thank you.
حتما سنعود، حتما سنعود، والحب يسود. طفل يسائلنا من ذا يقتلنا، ما ذنبنا أطفال. يتم أحاطنا، قهر يقيدنا، فكوا لنا الأغلال. عزمي غدا كالخيل يمضي، ولئن عثرت قدماي ستزيد قواي، وسنمضي من دون قيود. الحب يسود فالله الودود، حتما سنعود، حتما سنعود، والحب يسود. الله أكرمني لما سمت حريتي، سأصون كرامتي ما بقت دنياي. لا خوف يحدوني فالله أسمى غايتي، سأعيش لجنتي ذاك أقصى مناي. يا ربنا ارحم ضعفنا، يا رب انصرنا كي نمضي من دون قيود. الحب يسود فالله الودود، حتما سنعود، حتما سنعود، والحب يسود من دون قيود. شيء أخسره. لا لا مهما يطول الدرب فالحق معه الرب لا شك ينصره. عزمي غدا كالخيل يمضي ولئن عثرت قدماي ستزيد قواي وسنمضي من دون قيود. الحب يسود فالله الودود. We're here on this special day. Our hearts are full of pleasure. A day that brings the two of you close together. We're gathered here to celebrate a moment you'll always treasure. We ask Allah to make your love last forever. Let's raise our hands and make dua like the Prophet taught us. And with one voice, let's all say, say, say. بارك الله لكما وبارك عليكما وجمع بينكما في خير. بارك الله لكما وبارك عليكما وجمع بينكما في خير. From now you'll share all your joys. Through hardships support each other. Together worshiping Allah, seeking His pleasure. We pray that He will fill your life with happiness and blessings, and grant you kids who make your home filled with laughter. Let's raise our hands and make dua like the Prophet taught us. And with one voice, let's all say, say, say. بارك الله لكما وبارك عليكما وجمع بينكما في خير. بارك الله لكما وبارك عليكما وجمع بينكما في خير. بارك الله بارك الله بارك الله بارك الله بارك الله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a very good afternoon. Announcing the arrival of Brother Amirul Hakim bin Jalil, coordinator of Malay Proficiency Test, Ustaz Haris Shazwan bin Muhammad Arifin, coordinator of Tilawah Proficiency Test, Ustazah Nik Fatia Niksoh, coordinator of Arabic Proficiency Test, Madam Wan Narmi Aziana binti Wan Abdullah, assistant coordinator of English Proficiency Test, Testing Measurement Unit of CELPAD, and Sister Aina Mardia binti Abdul Muttalib, assistant director of CELPAD. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على الأشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Brothers and sisters, to begin our session, let us recite Kitab Al-Fatiha. Amin, Amin, Ya Rabbal Alameen. May Allah bless our session for today. Distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, we are very honored to have Sister Aina Mardia, CELPAD Assistant Director, and all the coordinators with us today. Without further ado, we would like to invite our first coordinator, Brother Amirul Hakim bin Jalil, to proceed with the briefing. Please welcome.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good afternoon. How are you? Welcome to Gombak for new intake, and also for the Pago and Kuantan campus. Welcome to all new students. Okay, so my name is Amirul Hakim bin Jalil. I'm going to present about Malay Proficiency Test. So hopefully that you can listen and understand what is about Malay Proficiency Test. The slide. Okay, next. Okay, so generally the MPT Malay Proficiency Test, or mainly known as the MPT, is to assess the Malay language proficiency of IIM student, and particularly international student and local without SPM or equivalent qualification. So by this, it means we are focusing on international student and local student, but without the SPM. Understand? So if you are the local student with the SPM, so you are not entitled to this test. Okay? And the second one is the MPT serve as an alternative to the Unicore 2020 courses to helping place students in Malay language level 1 or level 2, or exempting them from both courses. So actually the test is to provide as an alternative for the student who have proficiency in Malay to exempted from taking the Unicore courses, Unicore Bahasa Melayu courses. Okay, unlike other CELPAD proficiency test, which is English, Arabic, Tilawah, the MPT focus on assessing students for the basic speaking skill and daily communication effectiveness in Malay language. Okay, and the last point is the MPT integrate an understanding of nation values and culture to develop students' social skill. So the purpose of this MPT is to help the international student who have proficiency in the Bahasa Melayu, again to exempted from the Unicore courses. So for your information, the Unicore courses is to introduce the international student or our local student which is staying outside of the Malaysia quite a long time to understand the culture and Malaysian value. So that if you are local student staying here the rest of your life, so you're not entitled to this test, and also for the Unicore courses. Okay, so next slide. Who can sit for the Malay proficiency test? So this is the eligibility. So students who can understand and communicate in Malay are encouraged to take this test, especially those from Singapore, Brunei, Indonesia, Southern Thailand, and the Philippines. So this is basically that students who are from this country are eligible to take this test because sometimes they have a fundamental knowledge about Bahasa Melayu or Malay language. So then they don't want to take the Unicore courses, so they just join the test. Okay? And for the international student who have no background in Bahasa Melayu, again I repeat, for international student who have no background in Bahasa Melayu, you are recommended to directly register to the LMBD 1131 and LMBD 1132. So this is the cost for Unicore courses for Bahasa Melayu. Okay, again, for the local student who have SPM, you are not entitled to this test. This is focusing on international student and local without the SPM. Okay. However, student with a sufficient Malay proficiency qualification like SPM, STPM, or Cambridge IGCSE 0696 and 0546 may apply for exemption from Unicore Malay language courses. So this because of they have the evidence or they already learn Bahasa Melayu and they have a certificate. So in this situation, the student doesn't need to take the MPT and doesn't need to register for the course. They can request for exemption because they have certificate that mention that they have a certain level of Bahasa Melayu proficiency. And the last point is students are required to join the Telegram group and request the test by filling out the registration Google form. The Google form will be provided in the Telegram group and further instruction will follow. Actually, it's not just on the on the Telegram group. For the current student, they can see the notification on the Maklum. Okay, next, about the test. So, how it look like when in terms of format? Actually, the MPT only tests on speaking skill. Compared to the other 3 tests that will be explained later, the MPT only focus on the speaking skill. As I mentioned earlier, that you heard before, the MPT only to give the international student about basic skill on social skill and understand the culture in Malaysia. Okay, so that's why we only focus on the speaking skill. So they have 3 parts on the test, which is part 1 about short feedback, 5 marks, and then part 2 feedback based on the stimulus material. Normally we give you a picture, then you need to give a response based on the picture. And part 3 is role play based on the given instruction. So this one also consists of 10 marks. This part 3, we are going to have the discussion on the group. You are going to put in the group, then you are going to play the role based on the given instruction. Okay, next slide. This is how it looks like when you answering the test. Then we are going to evaluate you based on this 5 band. So if you getting band 1 and band 2, you are going to take the level 1 and level 2 Bahasa Melayu. But if your mark is among 13 to 19, you only need to take level 2 only. But if the result show that you got more than 20, then you are exempted from taking the Unicore. Do you understand so far? Any international student here? From Singapore, Brunei, Indonesia? Anyone? No? Only one? At the back? 2. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so next we proceed with the next slide. So when I'm going to offer the Malay proficiency test, normally we are going to open 2 batch per semester. The first batch are going to held on 30 September, which is next Tuesday, 2 to 4 p.m. at the CELPAD, okay? And the second batch will be on 10 September. So the 10 September is our first week of kuliah, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So 10 is Friday. Normally for the first week, you are don't have any class on Friday, so you can come and take the test, okay? So why we have 2 batch? Normally the first batch to cater with the new intake. The second batch is the balance for the new intake who not managed to join for the first batch, and also the current student, normally they're going to take for the second batch. So the result will be released for the first batch, next slide, on 3rd October, Friday, after 4 p.m. And second batch on 15th October, Wednesday. Okay, before we continue the next slide, I would like to remind for the international student, this is a very, very important reminder. Please make sure that if you are proficient enough in Bahasa Melayu, please take the MPT before you register the course. If you already registered the course, then you want to take the MPT, you are not eligible to do that. Okay, so register first MPT, then the result is coming out, see your level whether you are passed or not. If not, then later on you register for the course. Because we have the cases that some student in the 4th year they want to take the MPT, but when we check, actually he or she already registered for the course. So when already registered for the course, they are not entitled to the MPT. Okay, so the next slide is just the QR. If you want to join the Telegram group. So all the information about the test are going to mention in this group. Okay, and the next MPT registration form. This is for the registration. You need to register, even though we have your database in this university, but because the cases in every test is different, so we need to have a special registration form, okay? Because I know that if you are new intake, you tend to have the overwhelming information, this and this, along this week, okay? But take it easy, take one by one to understand it, and make sure you have someone to assist you. The brother and sister here, Takruf Week community are going to help you, okay? Don't stress, because on the semester, then it will be the real stress. Okay, next slide is the MPT exemption request form. What is the purpose of this form? For those who have proficiency certificate, like I mentioned before, the SPM and so on. Because we have also some cases that the Cambodia student who are staying here actually entitled, he or she is the international student, but they're already taking the SPM. So by enrollment in this university, they need to show the certificate of SPM for he or she to exempted from the MPT. Okay, so that's why we have this kind of form. Okay, last slide. Terima kasih. Thank you. Any question? Okay, I think the silent means doesn't have any question. Terima kasih, and again, welcome to Gombak.
Thank you, Brother Amirul Hakim bin Jalil, for the insightful briefing. For our second coordinator, Ustaz Haris Shazwan bin Muhammad Arifin, please welcome and proceed with the briefing.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. And very good afternoon or good evening to all. and welcome to all of you to IIUM. Inshallah. So my name is Muhammad Haris Shazwan, the coordinator for TPT, and I will give a short briefing regarding Tilawah Proficiency Test. Right? Okay, Bismillah. Boleh slide. Okay, so this is Tilawah TPT for new intake students. Okay, next. So as for introduction, TPT is an entrance exam, right? So it's like Imtihan Qabul. For those who went to Azhar University, this is considered as Imtihan Qabul, the test to assess your recitation. Okay, it's not considered as class or any course, but it's just an entrance exam, right? And number two, it is mandatory, wajib, wajibul gundah, for all new Muslim undergraduate students. It's for UG only and for Muslims only, right? Okay, and then the test will be focused. Yeah, sorry, please back to the previous slide. Okay, number three, the assessment will be focusing on first the fasaha, the fluency of your recitation. All right. Sorry, can you get back to the slide? Sorry, okay, right. Okay, point number three, the focus of the exam will be on your fluency, your fasaha first, and then your tajweed, right? It means that you must be free from any mistakes, from any lahan, jali or lahan khafi during your recitation, all right? And then last one is the purpose is to determine the students' proficiency level, and then to place them in the appropriate class for further learning and improvement, all right? Okay, next slide. Okay, so this is a brief introduction regarding the course of Tilawah Al-Quran, TQTD. Okay, Tilawah Al-Quran is considered as university required courses or unicorn and compulsory for all students. This is determined by your TPT result, right? And it's considered as graduation requirement, and this is for undergraduate or UG student only and Muslim only, right? So we have the level you can see on your left side for all students. This is for general. We have 3 levels starting from pre-tilawah, TQTD 1001, then level 1, TQTD 1002, and level 2, TQTD 2002. Okay, and for IRK, Bar, and Bahim students only, once you are finished from all the general level, from level 2, you have your required courses in front of you, which is TQTD 3001 and 3002. This is only for those from IRK, Bar, and Bahim only, right? And the point below, students can skip level based on TPT results or be exempted, okay, from the subjects. This all depends on your TPT results. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this is the sample or the example of recitations from your previous seniors, all right? We have the sample pre-elementary or from pre-tilawah, and then you can read the description there. For example, those who cannot recite at all, who comes from maybe from mu'allaf or from different backgrounds, and unable to identify Arabic letters, right? And those who cannot recite from Arabic, but only from ABC, you know, like to spell the Bismillah, B-I-S. It's not reciting Quran, it's transliteration. No, all right. And then we have elementary level, level 1, poor recitation with major errors. Major errors considered ataupun it's like you cannot differentiate between letters, all right? Unable to differentiate between letters. For example, we have the letter, okay, this is the most famous errors among Malaysians lah. For example, the letter ha and ha, right? Okay, the letter ha and ha, or the letter ain and hamzah a, or the letter sin and tha, all right? So all of these errors considered as major errors, all right? And then always make errors in pronouncing Arabic letters and signs, like the harakat, the apa, baris, you know, fathah, kasrah, and always make errors in mads, right? The harakat. And then we have intermediate level satisfactory recitation with minimal hidden errors. Hidden errors considered as technical, you know, like gunnah or dengung or idgham, like that, right? And sometimes make errors in mad and sometimes make errors in gunnah and izhar. So this is technical. So for those who have learned the tajweed before, I think inshallah will be good in this. And then for exempted level, good recitation without hidden errors, good application, and basically your recitation is maqbul, is acceptable, or you pass the level. It's not that you are a qari or a imam, right? It's not supposed to be an imam or qari or whatever. It's just to be to have a good recitation for us as Muslim, right? Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so this is the official Telegram channel for TPT. I hope then you must join this Telegram channel because the registration for TPT will be solely from this channel, right? Any information, any announcement regarding TPT will be through this channel, okay? Okay, so this is my tongue, my lisan with you is from this channel, right? And then I just announced this. Our TPT, the first batch will be on 10 October, inshallah ta'ala. And the registration form will be launched next week on Tuesday, 30 September, inshallah, in the evening, inshallah. And then once we have launched the registration form, you must fill the form, the Google form, okay? Fill it promptly, correctly, without any error, especially on the email address part, right? Email address part and then your metric number. Please don't give another person metric number, okay? Don't make errors in this, okay? Okay, so all of you has joined this channel, right? Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so the flow will be like this. Okay, first you must join the Telegram channel, and then step number 2 to register for TPT by filling the Google form. Inshallah, will be launched on Tuesday, Tuesday, 30 September. Inshallah, next week. And then once you have submitted the Google form, you will receive a response from Google itself upon submission, right? Saying that your submission is successful. It's like a receipt, all right, for your registration, okay? It is from Google, okay? Step number 3, and please wait for invitation email from TPT administrative, all right? Okay. And then we will give all the details regarding your session, all right? So we have like 1,000 students here. We cannot fit the 100% in one morning. It's like maybe impossible lah, right? So we need to make a schedule, and the details will be given in your email, all right? So each student will get a personalized email. Okay, you will get your username or your identification, Okay, it's not that you join with Zoom using nama budak cahaya or whatever, you know, Gen Z, alright? You will use and you will need to rename your Zoom with the identification, the ID given in your email, right? And the session and details all in that email. Okay, then on 10 September, inshallah, sit for TPD using Zoom. Link will provided in the email, inshallah. And then the result will be announced via iMaklum portal after that, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, next slide. Okay, kecil. Okay, this frequently, is there any exemption for TPT? Right. So compared to the other proficiency tests, for tilawah we don't have or we don't provide any exemption. Okay, maybe you have sanad, maybe you are qari or hafiz, but still you need to sit for this TPT. If you are good enough, yes, you can pass and be exempted from tilawah, inshallah ta'ala, right? So yes, inshallah. So all there's no exemption. All new Muslim, okay, UG student are required to sit for TPT, including hafiz or sanad students, right? Okay, the purpose of TPT to place students in the right class for improvement. Okay, what will be tested in TPT? Basically, we are testing your recitation only. Okay, we are not asking any memorization, hafazan. Okay, okay. So don't be afraid. Oh, I don't remember the surah yet. Yes, you don't need to remember or memorize any surah. Just try to recite correctly. Okay, how long does the test will take? Average, basically maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Depends on the student. Basically, we will test mainly from 7 to 10 lines from Mushaf. Okay, from the Quran, maybe 7 to 10 baris lines, right? Do I need to bring anything for TPT? No. Okay, so our TPT for this 10 October will be conducted online via Zoom, right? So you will be at your own place, okay? And the question will be presented, will be shared on screen by the examiner. So please be prepared what is suitable for you. So I advise that you use maybe laptop, okay? Maybe the phone screen is small. I don't know. Maybe I have sight impairment. Okay. So please be prepared and with your metric card. Tapi tak dapat lagi. Maybe your ID lah, IC for your identification only. Okay. We want to have a case that the other person come and sit for his friend for TPT. All right. So when we found out, so yes, so we hope that that case doesn't repeat again, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, what happens if I fail TPT? There's no fail in TPT. This for only for placement for your class, for your tilawah course, for your class. Okay, can I retake the test? No. Okay, because each student is given only one chance during your study period in IIUM. Okay, okay, I maklum. Is TPT graded like an exam? No, TPT is for placement purpose only, not for academic grading. It will not affect your CGPA whatsoever. Okay, TPT is considered as entrance exam, right? Okay, next slide, right? Okay, these are few issues we faced throughout our online TPT from previous sessions. First, I don't get any invitation email for TPT. Okay, there are few possible reasons for this issue. First, wrong email address provided in the Google form. When you register with the Google form, please make sure that your email is correct. Titik ke, alias ke, please make sure it is Very correct. Okay. Okay. Number 2, inbox is full or out of storage. Okay. Please check. You might want to check your inbox also. Email went to spam or junk folder. This very sangat jarang lah, very random. And for every successful registration, we get a response email from Google upon submission. Right. Number 2, I'm unable to attend this upcoming TPT. Okay, this 10 October due to circumstances. Okay, so please register for next batch of TPT. Inshallah, the next batch or the second batch of TPT will be conducted 2 weeks after the first batch, which means 24 October, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. And you are not automatically registered, and you must register a new registration, right? And then number 3, what would happen if I fail to sit TPT within my first academic year? All right. So for your information, TPT, each student is eligible to register for TPT, to sit for TPT within his or her first 3 semesters, right? So for example, your metric number is ni batch mana? 261 kan? Sorry, 251, right? So you have apa? Sorry, you have 3 semesters, upcoming 3 semesters kan? Maksudnya this semester 1 and semester 2 and then semester 3 is your time to complete this TPT. Okay, inshallah. I heard few students said that, so I have time to practice. Ikutlah, terpulang. Okay, but I strongly advise that you take this TPT as soon as possible. Alright, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. If I fail to sit, okay. What will happen if you fail to sit for TPT within your first academic year, within your first 3 semesters? You will be automatically placed at the beginner level of tilawah courses, which is pre-tilawah TQTD 1001. Alright, regardless of your actual ability. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's all from me for TPT, inshallah ta'ala. Is there any question? Tak ada? Tak ada. Okay. And last, alhamdulillah, we must praise Allah Ta'ala that we are in UIA, and I think the uniqueness of UIA, that UIA emphasize the importance of Quran for each student. Okay, make it compulsory for the students, which is alhamdulillah. Okay, Allahu alam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jazakumullah khair.
Thank you, Ustaz Haris Shazwan bin Muhammad Arifin for the insightful briefing. For our third coordinator, I welcome Ustazah Nik Fatiyah Niksoh to proceed with the briefing. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. So my name is Nik Fatiyah binti Niksoh, and for the record, I am representing the coordinator for APT. Okay, so can we have the slide, please? Okay, so in this briefing, I will touch on a few things. Next slide, please. Okay, so these are what I'm going to talk about during this briefing. So introduction to APT, who must sit for the APT, who will get exemption from APT, the APT bands, the exam format and structure, and also we will also give you the sample of APT questions. Okay, next. So So this is what APT is all about. It is designed to place students in the appropriate Arabic language levels, and it applies to all undergraduate students regardless of specialization, and to postgraduate students who intend to major in programs with Arabic language as the medium of instruction. So all undergraduate students must sit for the APT, basically. So that's the general rule for APT. But we might give exemption for postgraduate students. Next. Okay. So this is the summary. So all undergraduate students must sit for APT, but we might give exception for undergraduate students who graduated from high schools or universities from Arab countries with Arabic. I would like to stress on the language of instruction, that is Arabic. Right? So if you have this qualification, you may apply for exemption. And note, please note, in the bracket we have English medium program only. All right? So next. Okay, so for postgraduate students, number one, who intend to pursue a program with Arabic as a medium of instruction, so they must sit for the APT. Right? For example, students who are taking Quran and Sunnah program, or fiqh and also fiqh program, right? Number two, students taking art or science-based program but are allowed to write their research or thesis in Arabic, they also must sit for APT. Okay, other students, they don't have to sit for the APT. For example, they are doing master in psychology maybe, or master in economics, or PhD even. Okay, next one. Okay, so for the exemption, students who graduated from IIUM in the program with Arabic as the medium of instruction, they are exempted from taking the APT. The next one, students who have undertaken regular programs of studies and graduated with bachelor or master degree from Arab countries with Arabic as a single medium of instruction. Okay, so we have mentioned these earlier. Next one. So these are the countries that are considered as Arab countries. So Syria, Egypt, Qatar, Kuwait, okay, Saudi Arabia. So if you are from these countries or you graduated from universities in these countries, you may request for or apply for exemption from taking APT. Okay, next one. So you can scan this QR code to request for the exemption. Okay, so these are the bands that we have for APT. We have two different bands for English medium students or students taking programs, English medium programs, and students taking Arabic medium program, or programs with English medium or programs with Arabic medium. So we have different courses for these students. Those who obtain band zero, or who at band zero, they'll place at, or they will have to take LQAD 1003 or 1103. Band 1 and band 2, they will have to take LQAD 2003 or 2103. If they obtain, or if you obtain, if you are placed at, if you get band 2.5 up to band 9, you are exempted from taking any courses, any LQAD courses. Right? So for Arabic medium, If your score is 0, band 0, you will be placed at LQAD 1011, or you will have to take this course, LQAD 1011. If you get band 1, you will have to take LQAD 1012. If you get band 2 and band 3, okay, band 2 or band 3, so you will go to LQAD 1013, band 4 and 5, LQAD 1014. And if your band is 6 up to 9, you'll be exempted. Right? So these are for undergraduate students. For postgraduate, we will have different score or different band or different placement. Okay, so for postgraduate students, in order to exit from LQAD courses, you will have to be in, or you will have to get band 7 and above. Okay, below than that, you will be placed accordingly. Okay, band 0, 1011, band 1, 1012, band 2 to band 3, you'll be in LQAD 1013, band 4 to band 6, you'll be placed in LQAD 1014 class. All right, okay, next one. Okay, so these concern postgraduate students, Arabic medium program only. For those doing PhD and master, but they are going to write the thesis in English language, so the exit band is 5, not 7. Okay, generally, the exit band for postgraduate students is 7, but if you if you are going to write your thesis in English, the exit band is 5. Okay, for those taking Master of Arts in Teaching Arabic for specific purpose and writing thesis in Arabic language, your exit band is 6.5. But for those taking Master or PhD and writing thesis in Arabic language, the exit band is 7, right? So you can read the AHAS, KRK, ASHAS meanings you are doing your program in or at Kuliah of Islamic River Knowledge and Islamic River Knowledge and Heritage, I guess. Okay, or co-ed education. KSTCL, I'm sorry, I'm not sure, but I think it's in Pago. Right, next one. So we have come to the format of the exam. For the APT, there will be 5 sections. The APT paper has 5 sections. So for each section, we have different marks. Section 1, 10 marks. Section 2, 10 marks. Section 3, 25 marks. Section 4, 10 marks. Section 5, 45 marks. So altogether, 100. There is only one paper for APT. It's all about writing, and the duration of the exam is 2.5 hours. Okay, next one. So these are what you will get in each section. So this is the structure of the exam. Okay, vocabulary, singular, plural, synonym, antonym. Okay, section 2, vocabulary again, and grammar. Okay, section 3, it's about reading comprehension. There will be 2 passages. Section 4, grammar again, error correction, derivation, and close test. Okay, for section 5, there will be 2 essays. Okay, formal letter, 60 words. And essay number 2, argumentative or descriptive essay, 200 words. Yes, next one. So we have samples. These are the sample of the exam paper. So this is what you will see. Yes, for your information, you will have a copy of this exam sample or APT sample in our Telegram group, and it's also available on our website. Okay, you can either check the website or check the Telegram group. We give you the sample and also the answer key. So maybe you can do self-test and check the answer against the answer key that we provided. Yeah. Okay, so for the exam, I would like to remind you to bring your metric card or temporary metric card. If you do not have your metric card or temporary metric card, please bring your passport or ID, IC, okay? And please be known that we do not allow rechecking of the results. So what you get is what you get. What you see is what you get. Okay, no rechecking. So this is the QR code for the APT Telegram group. If you have not yet joined the group, you may do so. So you will get the sample of the question there, as well as the answer key, like I mentioned earlier. So, bitawfiq wan najah. Any question?
Is there any question? Before you guys sit for exam tomorrow?
The exam
Yes,
is going
yes,
to
brother.
be at 2:30, yeah?
Yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muaz Fitri. So my question is, can we know each marks for each band so that we can try to target to get that marks? Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have the details of the mark, but the marks are vary depending on your courses. So meaning the cut-off point is are different depending on the courses. For Arabic medium program, we will have different cut-off points. For English medium program, we have different cut-off point. But the details, I'm sorry, I don't have the details.
Any other questions? Is there any PG student, postgraduate students here? Only, one sister from the above. Any brothers, postgraduate students? So do you guys understand? All right. It's just that, can I have those who are non-Muslim? Is there any non-Muslim here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 from brothers. Sisters? All right. So for tomorrow exam, you just come and sit for the exam, and then you can just tick at the front page of the cover question paper. You can tick you didn't have any basics in Arabic. All right? Okay.
So,
But you still need to come for the exam.
yes, everybody need to come just for the record, even though you say you have no basic or you have basic, everybody must come and sit for the exam. So because we need the record.
Sisters, no other question for APT? All right. Yes, sister at the back.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I just want to know that I came from Saudi Arabia and I just graduated from Indian National School, International School. So do I have to take the test for APT?
You are from Saudi Arabia?
No. I graduated from the school.
In school in Saudi Arabia?
Yes, but the board is Indian affiliated. So I didn't study Arabic. That is why I just need to make sure.
Okay, you go to international school or local school?
It's international school.
International school.
Yes.
Our rule says that you have to go to local school or any school with Arabic as single medium of instruction.
Okay.
Okay, so
what I have studied is English medium. So I don't need to take the test for APT, right?
yes, you have to sit for the APT.
Okay, thank you.
Sister, you need to sit for both EPT and APT.
Any other question?
Yes.
Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ismi Wan Amza Izzuddin bin Wan Muhammad Azlan wa ana min Ahmad Ibrahim Kuliah Al-Qanun. السؤال يعني نعلم أن نحتاج للحصول على المستوى التي قد بينت لنا، لكن كيف يعني للحصول على المستوى التاسع أو المستوى أو مستوى ما، يعني كم من الدرجة يعني نحصل يعني نحتاج إليها لكي الحصول على كلا المستوى، يعني مثلا هل نحتاج إلى 70 درجة للحصول على المستوى السابع، أو كيف التقييم من قبل الأساتذة لهذا الامتحان؟
Okay, shukran. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't have the details of the marks, but what I know for level 6, band 6, you have to obtain at least 61 over 100.
But you're from Kuliah of Law, right, brother? So your program is an English medium. It's not an Arabic medium program.
I think both, because
You're planning to do Sharia?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so band 6 and above to exit from LQAD courses.
But then, brother, there will be another procedure for that. You need to get the confirmation from your kuliah first if you want to change from comparative law to Sharia. Yeah? Thank you. Any other questions? From Pago? From Kuantan? Yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My question is with regards to the exemption for the APT. The question is, how about the students who have finished their education, their Arabic education, but in non-Arab countries like the Philippines, but the medium of instruction is full Arabic. In fact, the diploma is available. Are they taking the APT test too, or could they apply for the exemption? Second question, I have actually two questions. The second question is, we are actually from the Kuliah of Laws. I call Kuliah of Laws. Are we still applying for the APT? Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
You graduated from IIUM?
No, we graduated from the Philippines, but it is a full Arabic institution.
Okay. According to our rules, we only accept exemption, or student can apply for exemption if they graduated from university in Arab countries. We only accept that cert. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. All the best. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Ustazah Nik Fatiyah Niksoh, for the enlightening briefing. Last but not least, I welcome Madam Wan Narmi Aziana binti Wan Abdullah to proceed with the EPT briefing. Please welcome.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Thank you, our MC. All right, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How's everyone so far? Are you okay? People in Pago, people in Kuantan, I hope you are still listening. All right, so first of all, welcome to IIUM. It was a rainy afternoon, no more raining now, in Gombak. Okay, so I understand if you feel sleepy, but please listen until the end, okay? All right, so I am Madam Wan Narmi Aziana, all right, representing the EPT Temu Coordinator, all right? And I will talk to you or share with you what I know about the EPT exam, which is tomorrow, okay? Can I see a show of hands of how many international students we have at the moment? International, non-Malaysian. Okay, all right. So welcome to Malaysia. All right, so can we open up the slides, please? Thank you. All right, next one. Okay, so this is what we'll go through this afternoon. All right, so there are several things. Okay, so next slide. Okay, basically all students who register as a student in IIUM, they will have to do EPT, English Proficiency Test, as well as Arabic Proficiency Test, okay, compulsory. Now what we do with this is that this is, the EPT acts as a placement to see where you are, your language ability, If you do not fulfill a certain criteria for that language ability, that means you will be placed in an English class first. You will be placed in an English class, all right, so that we can polish your English language skills, so that when you are in the kuliah, when you have to do your assignments and whatnot, you are better prepared, okay? All right? So starting from 2024, last year, all right, all students registering, you are automatically belonging to the kuliah already. Okay, previously, all right, when students took the EPT, they were just CELPAD students, meaning pre-university students, not yet in the kuliah. All right, after they finish their pre-English pre-university requirement, English requirement, they exit CELPAD, then only they become kuliah students. What happened with that was, when you are in pre-university CELPAD, okay, and you're not in kuliah yet, it might affect scholarships, it might delay your study time, all right? And because delays your study time means it incurs more cost. So starting 2024, last year, everyone who registers is automatically kuliah student, okay? All right, so what does that mean for you? Now, we recommend that you fulfill your language requirement in your first year, meaning you have semester 1, semester 2, and maybe semester 3 to finish, whether it's English or Arabic. Finish it in your first year, okay? This is especially for undergraduate students, yeah? All right, what happens if you cannot complete your language requirement in your first year is that maybe in your second year, you cannot register for kuliah, for courses in your kuliah yourself. You have to go to the office and manually register. So there's a bit of a blockage, okay? So we definitely recommend your first year, either in your first semester or second semester, do your English. If you have to do English, then do it in your first year, okay? All right? Okay. So can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. So here we have some programs. It may not be the extensive list, okay, but it's just some programs that we have in IIUM. All right, UG means undergraduate, yeah? So you need to know, of course you know your program, right? You know your program, right? Yes, okay. But are you aware of the language requirement for your program? Maybe not. So you need to know your program, yes, for sure, and you need to know whether your program, is it English medium or Arabic or maybe Malay medium programs. Because if you are English medium, all right, if you are English medium like engine, econ, science programs and whatnot, the minimum requirement that you need would be a minimum band of 5.5 and overall score of band 6. And for English, advanced English programs like Ecom, Banal, and TESOL, we require a higher band, not we, the kuliah requires a higher band from you, which is 6 and 6.5. Whereas if your program is Arabic medium, all right, like ARCOM, BARB, MCOM, and all these here, all right, your English language requirement might be slightly lower, which is 5 and 5.5 overall. So your task is to know your program, know what is your language requirement so that you can exit, all right? Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. For PG, it's the same thing. We have English medium programs, all right? And we have Arabic medium programs as well, okay? So there are different requirements for each of these categories, okay? And if you notice that we have the star with, for masters with Arabic as MOI, medium of instruction or thesis in Arabic, to have that language requirement, you still have to provide us with evidence from your kuliah, a letter from your kuliah stating that yes, your program, your masters will be written in Arabic. Okay, because without that letter, you will still have to do English courses, English subject, take that as a subject. All right? Okay, let's move on. Okay, so you know that we do accept exemptions, right? Okay, so exemptions, apart from the usual IELTS, MUET, TOEFL, TOEFL IBT, yeah? Not TOEFL IPT or PTE, it's TOEFL IBT, internet-based test, all right? So these are the usual certificates that we accept. But apart from this, we accept these as well. If you have CPE, CAE, International Baccalaureate, all right, European Baccalaureate, all right, IGCSE, O-levels, the certs, we will accept as well. Oh, I skipped that slide. Yeah, sorry. Okay, can we go to the next slide first? Okay, these are the certs that we do accept from you to request for exemption. Okay, all right. But when you do submit your exemptions, yeah, take note that the testing unit, we will verify your documents, yeah, with the agency or the organization that you took your exam from, okay, where this certificate was issued. All right, so I hope you know that it is an offense, all right, to falsify documents, all right, especially for any university purpose documentation. So take note, yeah, because we have seen quite a few. All right, so we are in IIUM, we should have integrity, and also be ethical. All right, can we go back to the previous slide just now? Back. Back, not front, back. Okay, because I skipped this one just now. All right, exemptions we do give to students who have graduated, yeah, from 5 English-speaking countries. These are the 5 countries that we do. If you went to school in any of these countries, yes, you graduated from college from these countries, you have a diploma or a cert, all right, we would accept. Okay, other than these countries, we do not accept. Okay, all right. If you are alumni, of course, we will accept. If you are alumni as in, if you have finished, especially for postgraduate students, if you have done your degree in IIUM, we can exempt you, okay, provided you give us the documents. All right, let's move on, skip 2 slides again. Next and next. All right, so these are just some examples of the certs that we accept. All right, so you notice there is TOEFL IBT. Okay, we have IGCSE, International Baccalaureate. If you go to the next slide, I think this is more familiar to some of you, MUET, okay, O-levels, and of course, IELTS. All right, let's go to the exemption criteria. Next slide, please. All right, so this is for undergraduates if you are applying for exemption. Now take note that IELTS, TOEFL, and MUET, they all have expiry dates. Meaning for IELTS and TOEFL, 2 years from the date that you took the exam, and for MUET, it has a 5-year validity period. Okay, so if you are trying to apply and let's say now it's 2025, you took your IELTS in 2021. Would that be exempted? Can we consider that? Yes or no? Your IELTS, you took it in 2021, and you are submitting it now in 2025. Would that be accepted? No, because already exceeded the validity period. Okay, so it has already expired. All right. Okay, why does it expire? Language is ongoing. You don't use the language, your skills decline. Okay, all right. So that is why. Okay, let's go to the PG. Next slide. Okay, it's pretty small, but you can get these details on our IIM CELPAD website as well. This is the requirement for IELTS and TOEFL and also MUET. Take note that, for if you're doing PhD law and masters or comparative law, there is an extra requirement which they want the kuliah, your kuliah, wants you to have a minimum writing band of 5.5, overall band of 6. Okay, all right, just for comparative law. But other programs, for PG, we only look at overall band, okay? All right, let's move on to the next slide then. Thank you. Right, now EPT exemption, I think some of you have already applied, yeah? Did you? Can I see a show of hands? Yes, no? Okay, all right. Did you get a response already? Some of you, yes. Some of you still working. I mean, maybe it's still in progress. All right. So for this one, for undergraduates, if you are applying, if you have not, and you think you fulfill the criteria that I showed you before, okay, you can only send in your application for exemption until week 4. After week 4, we will not entertain any undergraduate request for exemption. Why? Because after week 4, the kuliah does not allow you to take subject with the kuliah anymore. That is the cut-off time. Okay? Meaning you want to, if you want to take a subject, you can only take a subject or register for a subject from week 1 until week 4. After week 4, kuliah will not open any more classes for you or allow you to enter. So that's why we have a cut-off period, cut-off point, where exemption requests by undergraduate students is only until week 4. Okay? Postgraduates is a different matter. Postgraduates were accepted throughout the semester. Okay? All right? Why? Again, postgraduates, some classes, they don't need to take classes per se. They just submit their proposal. All right? So it's not really required for them to, there's no cut-off point for them. Right? So this one, if you want to apply for exemption, go to that link, bit.ly EPT exemption, or scan the code. Right? If, let's say you just submitted your exemption request this morning, all right? If you do not get a response, okay, it's already 5. No response by 5 p.m., please come for the EPT test tomorrow. All right? Okay. Next one, let me talk about our structure for the EPT. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. All right, so the EPT, it has 2 papers. All right, basically reading paper and writing paper. You will get both these papers at the same time. Unlike IELTS, you get one paper first, finish the time, then you get the other one. But for EPT, tomorrow, you'll get both papers at the same time. So, as an adult, okay, you're all adults here, it is your responsibility to manage your time in answering the question. Whether you want to do reading first or writing first, that is up to you. But you manage your time, which one fits you. Some people like to write first. Some people like to do the reading first. So that's, as long as you start on time, you finish within 2.5 hours, that's it. So time management is all on you, yeah? All right? So for reading, we recommend you to spend about 90 minutes. For writing, we recommend you to spend about 1 hour for it. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay. So for reading, what is in the reading paper? Basically, you will get 3 passages, 40 questions. All right, 3 passages, 40 questions. For writing, you will get 2 tasks. Okay, one would be a graph, and the other one would be an opinion-based essay, an essay. Okay, so 2 things that you have to do for writing. So far, so good? Are you okay? All right, good. Okay, now, once you sit for EPT tomorrow, okay, can we go to the next slide? Thank you. Right, for undergraduates. Okay, for undergraduates, remember I told you we have English medium programs, we have Arabic or Malay medium programs, yes? Okay, so if you are Arabic medium programs, you need to get a minimum 5 for either writing or reading. But when your reading and writing is combined, it has to get an overall of 5.5. Okay, meaning to say if you are, your program is Arabic based, you got writing 5, reading you got 5. What is the overall band? 5. So does it fulfill the requirement for you to be exited? No, so you have to go for classes. Okay, same thing, if you're English medium, the minimum skill band is 5.5, overall band that you need to get is a 6. All right, so if you got 5.5 for one of the papers and another 5.5 for the other paper, no exit, you have to do English classes. Okay, so this is how we would do things. There is a minimum skill band. Now for PG, postgraduate, this is the requirement, all right, except for comparative law. We would look at your overall, band only, meaning reading plus writing, does it fulfill that particular band? For example, let's have the first one, science and technology programs, if you're doing one of those. The overall band requirement is just 5. So if you, let's say, your writing, you scored a 3. No, let's say your writing, you scored a 4. But your reading, you scored a 6. So 4 plus 6 equals to 10. 10 divided by 2? 5. 5, is that the overall band? Yes, so you will exit. Okay, so for PG, the calculation is different. We do look at we combine both. Okay, not for undergraduates though. Okay, right. Let's take a look at the next slide as well. This is just a continuation of, for PG. Like I said, if for PG, if you're doing your thesis in Arabic, or you're doing that program which is written in red there, okay, you have to produce a letter stating that you are doing that letter from your kuliah, stating that you are writing your thesis in Arabic, or that program is basically using Arabic as a medium of instruction. Okay, if you don't produce that, we will assume that your band is not this particular band, it's a different one. Okay, all right, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so this is just to help you visualize how we calculate. All right, same thing that I mentioned before. Okay, but what's different is for UG undergraduates, you need to get a minimum band, you need to fulfill the minimum band requirement for each skill plus your overall band. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So what happens if after EPT and you do not exit? All right, it means you go to classes. Okay, and like I said before, you have to do your language classes in your first year. Either you do it in SEM 1 or you can do it in SEM 2. All right? So, if you got, let's say, your EPT, a band 5.5, a 5, overall band or 4, okay, it means you have to go and do this subject, lead 1014, okay, which basically translate to 10 hours of English class per week, 10 hours. Okay, 1014 is 10 hours. So with 10 hours of English, can you do kuliah subjects concurrently with the English course? Can or cannot? You're only doing 10 hours of English. Can you take another subject? Yes? No? You can, all right? Because you're only doing 10 hours of English, you can take two other subjects? 4 subjects from your kuliah. Okay? All right? If you're doing 1014. Okay. If your English, your EPT, you obtain a band 3 or band 2, it means that you will go to lead 1013. All right? This particular subject, particular course is 20 hours. Okay? But with 20 hours of English, maybe you can just take one. I would just recommend you one subject. You might be able to take more, but I do not recommend it. Okay? For 1014, your English needs maybe just light polishing. But if you are doing 1013, your English is band 3, band 2, you need to practice a bit more. So maybe don't take too many subjects, yeah? If your English EPT, you only got band 1. This means you have to go to lead 1012, all right, which is 30 hours. No time to do other subjects. Okay, definitely not recommended, all right? And the same goes for if you did a band 0, meaning you came for the EPT test, you did not write anything anywhere, the reading also you did not do, writing also you did not do, you got a band 0, you don't go you're only in 1011, you have 40 hours of English per week. Okay? So that's a lot of hours of English for you to practice using, practice speaking, practice writing. All right, before you are ready enough to go to kuliah. Okay, so the higher the band means the lesser hours you spend doing English. Okay, right. So let's move on to the next slide. So let's say, yeah. No, not let's say first. These are the details for tomorrow. All right, so. Take note, yeah. If you are late for the exam tomorrow, the exam starts at 9. Okay, and the exam has already started in the hall. We will not allow you to take the exam. Okay, not allowed. Why? Because even though you feel that you are ready, you can do it within the time that is left. We don't believe you. Okay, we don't because, well, basically there are many cases where they will cite after that. If they had poor performance, they will say, no, because I did not have enough time. All right, so we will not allow you to take the exam if you are late once the exam has started, which means you will have to take EPT batch 2. All right, so when is EPT batch 2? EPT batch 2 will be on the 9th of October, Thursday, next Thursday. Okay, all right, okay, that is if you are late. Okay, what happens? You came on time, you did the exam, you got your results, but you don't like your band, you don't like your results. Can you redo? What do you think? Yes? No? You can retake, okay? We will allow you to retake, but you want to retake, you pay extra. Because you've already taken it once. All right? So if you want to retake, you're not happy with the band, you're not happy with where you are going to be, which class you're going to go, all right? Or you want to improve, you got 1013, which is 20 hours, but you think, I want to do more kuliah subjects, I need to improve, so I only do 10 hours, or maybe exit totally, because now you know what kind of questions, you are better prepared, all right? You want to retake, so you will have to pay, but the amount that you have to pay is around, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 450 ringgit to do 2 skills. That's a lot of money. Okay, but it's up to you. All right, so what is the process if you want to retake? Yeah, you have to register through IFLA. Institute for Language Advancement. Find it in CELPAD, okay? It is somewhere in CELPAD, all right? But that's only if you retake. So don't waste your money. Do tomorrow's exam really well, okay? That's my advice. Now here you have the QR here. This is for those who may not have registered for tomorrow's exam. We want to see the numbers of how many people are actually taking the exam tomorrow, yeah? So if you have not registered, if you're not on Telegram, if you're on Telegram, most likely you have registered already. But if you're not on a Telegram group, this is how you would register for the exam tomorrow. All right, so please do so. Okay, next slide. Okay, so for tomorrow, since I understand most of you don't have your matric card yet, so again, please bring your IC, your passport, your driving license, any ID, identification that has your photo. Okay, that has your photo. So that we can, photo and your name details, so that we can verify that against your, also your offer letter. Okay, if you don't have your matric card, IC, passport or driving license with photo, and bring your offer letter so that we can verify that you're actually a student, your name is correct, and then we can also check your matric number. Okay, all right. For tomorrow also, we do not allow you to bring smart devices, watches, phones. Please be very careful unless you are international students sitting for FKT tomorrow. You can bring your phone, but it has to be switched off and kept under your table. The rest of you, all Malaysians, no. Okay, don't bring your your phones. We don't recommend it. Please also make sure that your glasses are not Meta, yeah? Meta AI, who knows, all right? I've never seen one yet, but okay, we're going with the time, so please, we don't allow that, all right? With attire, especially maybe postgraduate students who just come walk in, all right? No slippers, no sandals, hats and caps, no please. If you are non-Muslim, female, non-Muslim, please wear a shawl covering, head covering, yeah? Because it is the university requirement. You are, after all, is enrolled in IIUM, International Islamic University. So respect our culture, which is wearing the hijab, okay? Cover your head, all right? But I'm not asking you to cover like how I cover all your Muslim sisters, but just cover your head, okay? All right, so I think that's all from what I've got to say. Any questions from the floor?
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, there is, okay. Yes, Waalaikumsalam.
I attended high school in the United States and my medium was English.
Okay.
However, I just saw the English exemption form and I'm filling it out right now. Do I still have to come tomorrow for the English test or?
You study in the States?
Yes, ma'am.
You've got the cert already
Yes.
from the state? Okay.
We have a diploma,
All right.
yeah.
So for tomorrow, you can submit it. What's your name, brother?
Zishan Sheikh.
Zihan?
Zishan.
Zisham.
Yes.
Singh.
Sheikh, yeah.
Sheikh. Sheikh, okay. Huh? Okay. All right, so it's been advised you have to sit for it first, but I am sure you'll do it with flying colors.
Okay.
Okay?
That's fine.
All right? Thank
All right.
you.
Right, Assalamualaikum. My name is Syed. I'm a student at KICT. I have two questions. I'll just make it very quick. So firstly, I actually already have my MUET because I came from UPU. However, I haven't applied for exemption yet. So do I still have to come for test tomorrow? And my second question is, I know this is kind of unrelated to EPT. Well, not entirely, but you mentioned early on that we are, as of 2024, all of us are members, all of us are students of Kuliah, right? So that means that we are able to take both Arabic and English courses alongside our study plan, correct?
Right? Possible. Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay. So I don't have to like do one semester of just CELPAD and then
No,
I can,
you
okay.
can take it together with your
Alhamdulillah.
kuliah subjects.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
All right. So with regard to your first question, you have MUET, just like our brother just now. Please apply, sit for tomorrow first. Okay, just sit for the exam. If once we get, let's say you have applied, you just applied for exemption today. All right, and we process it sometime next week, and it seems that you're exempted. We will then you don't have to join any classes at all anyway. All right, but just in case you do not fulfill the criteria, just sit for the exam tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
From the sisters? From those above? You have any questions?
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Azib bin Astri. I have a question actually. I actually don't remember if I did register for the EPT, but I firmly believe that I did try to get the exemption, and I succeed in getting it before the time runs out. Does that mean it automatically makes me an exemption from the exam, please?
You applied for exemption, it was successful.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you don't have to sit for the exam. You've got a response from us, right? The testing unit?
Yes.
Okay, so if you got the email, you're exempted already. No need to sit for the exam tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Just a little bit of trivia, yeah, while we're waiting for another question. We actually received about 400 plus exemption requests, yeah, for the past 3 weeks. So we are, we will get through them. So for those who have not, if you did not get any response yet, just be patient, yeah? Slowly but surely. Okay. Any other questions? Is that my cue to end? Thank you very much.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. Okay, I'm Frina. I want to ask a question.
Okay.
I have a MUET result. My result is 3.5. I'm student of KICT. Is it count as a
3.5?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
You are KICT? Undergraduate?
Yes.
No. You need a 4.5, yeah, MUET, according to the what I shared just now.
Oh.
All right. Okay, so do sit for the exam tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, people, the notes that I have shared just now with you, or this set of notes and other extra material to help you study or prepare yourself for EPT tomorrow has been on the IIUM website, EPT. You just Google for EPT, CELPAD, you will find the notes. All right, so those notes actually, those other set of notes, they actually give you links for you to, practice what kind of question, how to attempt the question, what kind of essay questions you can expect for tomorrow, and things like that. Okay, so please do visit the website, Google EPT CELPAD, look for the notes. They have been there for a long time. Thank you. Just to remind you, since our EPT exam is 9 a.m. tomorrow, please, I would advise you to have something, have a little biscuit or something before you come so that you don't faint, okay, or shock of looking at the paper or seeing the paper. All right, bring a bottle of water, okay, for you to drink, stay hydrated, and, get enough rest. But don't oversleep. Make sure you're on time. 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, EPT batch 2, okay? All right, which is 9th of October. All right? So,
Just speak? Yeah, okay. Okay, Assalamualaikum, I have a question. I'm postgraduate student regarding the EPT. Did I understand it right that if we have like 1 year to write the EPT, if we didn't write it yet, so I don't need to write it tomorrow, I can also write it in second semester. Is that right?
no. EPT, you take the test once you come in, all right, that's tomorrow, or first batch or second batch. But what I'm saying, what I said was that, let's say you have to do English proficiency classes, language classes, finish them in your first year.
Yes, okay, I see.
Okay, first year, finish those classes in your first year if you did not exit.
I see.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
then.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings to all brothers and sisters. Okay, madam, I just want to ask just one question. Regarding that, you said just now, for the tomorrow test, we shouldn't bring our phones, right, to the exam halls. But just now, we got briefing about after the English test, we got Fardu Ain test. So, can we bring our phones to the exam hall? But how would it be? Thank you.
I believe FKT is only for international students, not for Malaysian.
When you heard the briefing earlier for FKT, All right. Did they say it was for all students, Malaysian and international? Yes. Okay. So if it is so for both Malaysian and international, all right, you can bring your phone in the hall, but please switch it off. Phones only. No watches. No smartwatch. No meta. Just your phone, switch it off. The invigilators will check once they go around and invigilate. Okay? All right, that will be my response. Right, any other questions?
Assalamualaikum.
Where?
Oh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah and good evening, ma'am. I have a question about students in Masters of Islamic Religion Knowledge in fiqh and usul fiqh. Does we obligated to take the EPT exam tomorrow? Because the slide that stated just now that passing requirements for EPT stated that all Masters and PhD studies we need to get minimum band 3 for research mode only. How about the mixed mode student? Does same like full research student? Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. In general, usul fiqh, is it, brother?
Yes, yes.
For usul fiqh, if you're planning to do it in Arabic and you get the confirmation from your kuliah to do it in Arabic, the passing requirement is 3.
Yes.
All right. If not, if you are doing mixed mode, the passing requirement for English is 6.
6?
6.
Oh,
And
alright.
Arabic is 7.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
But whichever it is, if it is in Arabic, you have to get a document from your kuliah stating that it is going to be in Arabic.
Correct.
If not, we assume that your passing band is a 6.
Final questions? Yes, sister.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. My name is Zuriati from ICT. ICT. I would like to ask regarding our exam tomorrow. How to determine our exam seat? Is it by early birds or how to determine the seats?
Oh,
Thank
your
you.
seating. Okay, I believe the ta'aruf team will bring you to the hall. All right, so whichever hall is available, you only, there is no numbered seating. You sit wherever there is an exam paper.
Yes.
Okay, but please fill up the front part of the hall first so that you don't make your invigilators walk all the way to the back when there's no one in front. Okay, so we want you to fill up the front part first, okay? No questions? Okay, so thank you very much for listening. I hope I've enlightened you a bit. All right, and that's it. Thank you very much. Go.
Thank you, all coordinators, for the insightful briefing. For more details and updates on activities, events, and exam info, check out CELPAD's official website. Simply search CELPAD IIUM and click the first choice. You can also join the Telegram group for your test. The link and QR code are on the website. Dear brothers and sisters, we have reached the end of our session. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to Sister Aina Mardia, CELPAD Assistant Director, and all coordinators for coming here. We apologize for any shortcoming throughout handling this ceremony. We will now end our session with the recitation of Tasbih Kafara and Suratul Asr. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now, all guests may leave the hall. Please have a seat. Only guests may leave. Dear brothers and sisters, you are required to fill in the attendance and feedback form by scanning the QR code in front of your seat or shown on the screen. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Display je QR code sekarang. QR code sekarang.
Dear brothers and sisters, you are required to fill in the attendance and feedback form by scanning the QR code in front of your seat or shown on the screen. Brothers and sisters, if you have lost any items, please approach the nearest committee member for assistance. If anyone found a lost item, kindly hand it over to our team. Finally, students may leave the hall row by row assisted by the TAWIC committees. Thank you for your kind cooperation and attention.